So we're here at beautiful Panama City Beach. We got Maggie all checked in. We got her bike set up in the transition area, and now she wants to walk around the beach just to get a feel for the swim and the start and the exit, and just look at the ocean and make a judgment call on is tomorrow going to be awesome or not so awesome. And it looks very clear and beautiful.
Looks pretty awesome. I'm excited.
What do you think?
I think it's chilly, adrenaline pumping. Looks like we're gonna start on the beach, run into said body of water, go out for a while, take a short turn, and then come back in for another while. And it's gonna be like 1.2 miles. So there's a rolling start for all the athletes, and it's kind of a self-seated thing so that you don't get kicked in the face if you're going too fast, or you're not kicking other people in the face.
A really bad example of self-seating would be if I were to go to the front of the line and be like, excuse me, pardon me, this is where I belong. Because then everybody, literally everybody in the race would have to pass me. That would mean that I self-seated incorrectly. If I were to go to the back of the line,
that's where you belong.
That's where I belong, yeah. I was trying to think of something witty to say, but that's just the truth, so.
So behind me is where you put all the bikes, and that's your transition area that you have to quickly run through after the swim. Grab your bike. I don't know if they're gonna have strippers here, wetsuit strippers. Wetsuit strippers. But if you don't, then run into the transition area, take off your wetsuit, dry your feet, put your socks on, put your bike shoes on, put your helmet on, and then get the heck out of Dodge, and that's your first transition. The only thing left for me to do is eat pasta, drink wine, drink lots of water, eat a banana, take melatonin, and pass out.
We're headed to Carrabba's, and that's because we're gonna carb load.
Everything in this world is made up of matter, and those matters behave with each other in certain ways. And that, students, is chemistry.
I have no reason to carb load because tomorrow I'm just going to be watching Maggie run around and ride bikes and swim. But Maggie definitely needs to carb load because it puts glycogen in your muscles. So, real quick, there's two long-term storages of energy that the human body has. One is glycogen, which is in the liver and a little bit in the muscles, and then the other one is adipose tissue, just fat, body fat. So, if you've seen Maggie, turn right in a quarter mile. If you've seen Maggie, she's super lean. She's like quick like a cat, not a lot of body fat. So it's a great excuse to go eat a bunch of pasta. But keep in mind that you don't need to do this unless you're going to be working out for at least 90 to 120 minutes, because guess what? The body has enough glycogen in it to sustain that, so you don't need to go carb load if you're just running a 5K or a 10K. But since Maggie's going to be working out for like 6 hours tomorrow, we need to do this. And I keep saying glycogen, which you get from the carbohydrates, because glycogen, when your body is starving for fuel, it breaks it down and it turns into glucose, sugar. It turns it into sugar, which is what your body uses to keep going. So you have enough glycogen, which can be turned into sugar, to operate for like 2 hours, but after that, you're completely out. That's when you hit the wall. That's when your blood sugar gets so low and you start feeling tired and fatigued, and there's just nothing left. So you either got to eat, or you got to have enough built up in your body. So, well, Maggie will be eating tomorrow on the bike. That's what the bike's for. Basically, you eat to recover from the swim and to prepare for the run. But it helps if the night before you go put a bunch of carbs in your body, because if you happen to be low on glycogen, at least you'll replenish it and you'll have that. So that was long-winded, but that was 4th grade science, and I think it's really interesting, and I just get excited to go eat some pasta. We just threw Maggie into the transition area with her bike so she can put all of her running and all that stuff down. I don't know where she is. She said she went to the bathroom.
Please start making your way down to the beach.
But she might already be headed to the beach. I don't know. So once it closes, we will go find her.
Felt like I was a little duckling, like waddling, like doop-doo-doo. Going to the back.
So we're just waiting on the beach for Maggie to come out of the ocean. She's been swimming about 30 minutes now, so the next 10-15 minutes she should be coming out. Thought that I could either get a shot of her coming out of the Gulf or going through the showers in the transition area. I think it's best to get the shot of her coming out of the water though, because that might be exciting to see how excited she is. And I'm not fast enough to film that and then chase her up the hill and chase her through the transition area. So, let's see. Good job.
All right, great. Looking good.
So with my best sprinting ability, I was able to make it from the beach over here to the transition area and watch her begin her bike leg. Now I've got about 3 hours. There's really no way to see her on the course because it's an out and back, and they advise spectators to just see them start and finish. So I think it's time to get a burger and a beer. I don't know.
All right, thanks. Hi, friends. Hey, Graham. Hi.
So we're out here waiting on Maggie. She just finished her second transition in 3 minutes and 30-ish seconds. Seemed like she's having a great time on the bike. She waved and said, "Hey, friends," and we're gonna be able to see her at least 6 times on this run course. So that's pretty exciting.
It's too damn hot out here for a penguin. It is warm.
Bye. How are you feeling?
I keep on coughing. I don't know what that's about. I'm good.
Good. Having fun?
I have one more lap after this, and
Yeah.
I'm ready to be done and chill.
Okay.
My ankles hurt a little bit.
I'll see you in a second.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Love you. So this is absolutely perfect because Maggie runs right over here about every 20 minutes or so, and then we just jump across the other side of the course, which is like a 30-second walk for us, and we get to watch her pass again on the back side of the course. And it just so happens that in between this back side and the front side of the course, there's a little dive bar where a very nice gentleman is buying all of his drinks because we're military or ex-military, and he has a baby parrot. Really great time. And she seems like she's doing really good. Her form's really good. She doesn't seem to be exhausted yet, and I guess she's taking in all the salts and nutrition and calories that she needs in right now while Maggie's out running.
A dive bar.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, no.
What's its name?
Sassy.
Sassy. Oh, okay.
Just a baby. I've had her since she was 2 hours old.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
Yeah. So if she picks something up from you,
Yeah.
when she repeats it, it's going to sound exactly like you.
I should teach her Korean. Hi.
Hi. Good job. I'm sorry we missed your finish.
The swim was fun. I only got kicked in the face a few times. And then the jellyfish. We just need 2 more menus and then 2 sets of silverware, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. But then once you get out to a certain area, then it's just kind of like a pool, except with jellyfish. Whee! That's how it was. And then I went to the transition area. I probably was in there for 10 minutes. I don't know what the... 3?
Your transitions were like 3 and 4.
Oh, jeez.
You're fast.
4 probably between
4
the
for the
swim.
first one and 3.
Okay, yeah. I put my compression socks on and I got out. It took me a minute to clip in. Probably kind of embarrassing.
Got all that on video.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Embarrassing. And then the bike ride was pretty boring. My neck kind of was starting to get sore, so I would go on aero and just like hold my neck like this. And it made people laugh because they thought I was just bored. I had one water bottle and then I was like trying to get the banana at the same time, so I dropped the banana and I'm like, I'm sorry about your banana, be careful, don't let anybody slip. And I was just like really happy when I got to the aid stations because it's like, oh, human interaction, like I can talk to these people, because everybody else is just like serious and they go past you, and yeah, I talk to them, they don't talk back. That's cool. That's the bike. And then the run is my favorite part. Ran to my spot, put my bike on the wrong way, then fixed it, and then put my running shoes on, and then got to do my favorite part, which is the run. And the run was very hot. We did 3 loops on the run, and we ran through this water park, which was kind of a tease because you're like, oh, I could really just chill out in this lazy river right now or go down one of these water slides. But it was kind of cool, more entertaining than like just the road. And the run was good. And now I'm done.
Sweet. And I have a little complaint about the tracking system that Ironman gave us, because it would give us splits. It would say Maggie just completed 2 miles, and it worked out perfectly because we were right after the 2 mile marker, and then we were right before the next 2 mile marker. So I'd get a notification, we'd walk out, we'd see Maggie. Yes, maybe we were hanging out in a bar in between, but it's hot outside. So we saw her on the first one, we all waved, hey Maggie, good job. And then we saw her on the back side, and Mike and Hannah were there as well, and Graham. Got the notification, and we went out there, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we didn't see her. And when I looked at my notifications, it turns out that I got the 2 mile notification, the 4 mile notification, and then the 11 mile notification. So the notification that we actually got when we went out to the front side was a notification telling us that she was coming around the back side of our last lap. So then we're waiting, and we get this notification that Maggie Matthews has finished her Half Ironman. So you're not gonna see footage of Maggie running across that finish line. And that's my fault.
But I did.
But she did. She did. We may not have evidence, but she did it. If Maggie, if you're watching this video, super proud of you. I mean, I know you're recording this right now, but when you watch it later, super proud of you. You're a superhuman. Good job. And now over to Hannah.
Good job, Maggie.
Auto.